Welcome back, Draft League viewers, whether you're new or coming back, I guess, actually. We are finally back with another video for Season 9. I have not made a video since Season 7, but here we are at the beginning of Season 9, Week 1, against the Commissioner himself, Ark, coaching the Arkadian Avalanche this season. And we have a really fun game to go over today. Maybe not the funnest game of the week, but definitely a good way to start off the season on our own terms. But first, I think we should go over the team a little bit. Hopping into the team, we got these members we're looking at. We got Moltres with a weakness policy, rocking some special attack moves. We got Tinkaton with a Suka Berry, which lets us resist or take half damage from one ground move, which is consumed upon taking that damage from a ground move. We got Primarina, rocking Light Clay, and a Reflect, as most of the big threats on his team is physical. Super scared of Darmanitan this week. Luckily, he didn't end up breaking him. But he has some other super scary physical threats, like Dragonite and a Flygon. And Mamoswine, so he's got 3 big hitters, all on the physical side. Then we got Walter White, our Brute Bonnet. He's got the Loaded Dice, Bullet Seed, Crunch, Close Combat, and Sucker Punch for a little bit of priority, although we do have to predict a damaging move. Then we got Ilang Mao, or Sigilif. He's here just to defog rocks and hopefully get Masquerain out of the way. Noah has a Masquerain on his team that I think, or I predicted, would be trying to set sticky webs right away. And so that is almost the sole reason we brought him, just so he could get it out of the way and defog anything in case anything bad happened. Last but not least, we got our Terra choice for the week, Freddy Faz, the Ursaring. He's got Guts, which is going to get procced by Rest and Sleep Talk. And then he's got Terra Blast to hopefully hit Darmanitan really hard. Unfortunately, he didn't bring him. But he also has Avalanche for a couple of his key Dragon-type threats. Now, that's the team. All in all, the general idea is to not let him set up webs and get up a Reflect and hopefully live a couple of hits from his super big physical threats. So, without further ado, let's hop right into the replay viewer, where we can start this game off. Make sure I have music off for it, and we'll go. So, we revealed Terra types at the beginning. I have chat hidden from you guys, but he is bringing Terra Dragonite. Now, you don't have to disclose which type it is, so at this point, I'm not sure. But he is leading Masquerain, and I'm guessing he's going to try to set up sticky webs. So I go ahead right away, hit him with an Ancient Power. Not a crit, but it does one-hit KO. After the game, I learned that this was only about a 37% chance, so we got a little lucky there, killing him off right away. And we are off to a super good start, a kill on turn 1. Now after this, you can see he goes for Stone Edge, but I decide not to switch here, thinking he's not going to be able to get sticky webs up, and I don't really want to switch into a move from Flygon that might be banded, because he's going to do a lot of damage no matter what I switch into. So I let Sigilif go, seeing his purpose is kind of done and gone, and we're to 5-5 on turn 2. So super fast development there. But I bring out the Ursaring. I know Avalanche is going to absolutely destroy this thing, but I do something a little silly. I try to rest right away, and since he is switching out, it does not go off. Next turn, I Terra into water and think I'll just rest this turn. Then I can start slugging off some damaging moves next. He hits us with an Earthquake for not very much at all, and we get to our sleep. We get rested. We also go Terra type, just so our Terrestrialization has a type advantage to it and some extra stab. And he brings out the Wheezing Galare. Now, this guy's super bulky, but I didn't mind staying in. I know this Guts Ursaring is going to hit super hard. I didn't mean to keep playing there. no matter what move he hits him with. So we do have about 50%, and then he hits us with a critical Thunderbolt, which is pretty unlucky. Normally it would have been doing up to the like 45 range, I want to say. So had that not critted, that might change things up a little bit. That brings it to, I believe, a like chance to 3-hit or chance to 2-hit KO, but maybe a 3-hit KO. So it definitely changed up the dynamic a little bit. And seeing that he Thunderbolted and was sort of an offensive guy, I switch into our coolest mon on the team, my favorite, the Tinkaton. I know I can eat up whatever he throws at me, and we get a immune Sludge Wave. Then we're just going to kill him with Gigaton Hammer. Nice, we got him out of the way. We're 5-4, we're up. This Pokemon Showdown is not pausing when I want it to. But Mamoswine is out. Now, unless Mamoswine is Scarfed, we are faster, so we just hit him with a knockoff, hoping to maybe knock off a Choice Band from him, so he's doing less damage. And he's actually going to go for Stealth Rocks. So that's pretty cool. He knew we couldn't use Gigaton Hammer, so that's probably a smart move by him. But then he switches out, we go for another Hammer, trying to kill Mamoswine. And we do a decent chunk to Starmie. And then Starmie is going to start setting up screens. Obviously super fast, super good for being a screen setter. But we did bring Brick Break, so we're going to be able to get those out of the way. And he's going to bring Dragonite in. Now I'm a little nervous, we don't have Reflect Up. And even with the Susha Berry, Earthquake is doing like 50% damage. And at this point I'm thinking I really need Tinkaton to deal with a lot of these threats. Like, Tinkaton kills Mamoswine no matter what, as long as we have Hammer up. It does some decent damage to Flygon. It is good against Dragonite, but we don't want to get hit by him, and he might be faster. And then Starmie does some decent damage to us. So we switch out here into Ursaring. We let him go down. Spoiler alert. He wasn't seeming too useful after he was that low on health. And then he's going to Terra Blast us. He is Terra Poison. So that's a very interesting pick. Big brain move. I like that Terra Astralization choice. Nice and defensive. And it's going to basically kill our Primarina. We are going to survive one hit, so we can get Reflect Up, which is huge. Then we're just going to go down after that. Now, since we kind of lost Sigilith and he got Stealth Rocks up, Moltres isn't like a huge advantage to us anymore. It's just not going to be able to proc its weakness policy, and it's not going to hit the rest of these mons like super hard. It'll be able to do some damage against Mamoswine, but it's not seeming super useful. So I throw it in, and Extra Sensory only hits 41%, which I thought was surprising. And then he does get a crit on... I think he gets a crit. Yeah, he gets a crit on the Terra Blast there. I know you guys can't see the chat, but that move was a crit. And that... I did some damage calcs after the game. It did change it. I think Moltres most likely lives a hit there. It might be a damage roll. But I don't think it changes up the dynamic of the game a whole lot. Unless we get a good damage roll and kill Dragonite with our next Extra Sensory, which could happen. So I'm not saying it definitely doesn't matter, but I don't know how much that Extra Sensory or the Terra Blast critting mattered there. We switch in Tinkaton. We still have Reflect Up, which is really good. He didn't bring any Brick Breaks or anything, it looks like. Sorry for the cut. There's going to have to be cut there. But we were able to kill Starmie there with Gigaton Hammer. Sort of bringing it a little closer. 2-3 now. But now we don't have Gigaton Hammer for Mamoswine. So we're going to stay in. Our Berry's going to make Earthquake a nice little 37%. And then we're going to be able to hit it with Knockoff. And then Gigaton Hammer after that, evening it up to 2-2. Flygon comes in, and we're going to lose Tinkaton to the Flygon's Earthquake. After the game, I learned it was banded, so even behind Reflect, that is definitely killing us, as it did there. Now, our last mon is Brute Bonnet, and we sort of have a chance to win here if, you know, we get good procs on, like, Bullet Seed, some decent damage on Crunch, and maybe use Sucker Punch to our advantage. but I'm just going to let this play out. He's going to switch into Dragonite. He's going to eat this Bullet Seed up really, really well. It's doing like 2% a shot, 5% a shot, but that's not much. And he calls our Sucker Punch. He's going to Roost, heal up, and then next turn, he's not going to go for full HP, so he's just going to take a Crunch, not take a ton of damage. And then there, we basically need Sucker Punch to crit to even kill this Dragonite, but it doesn't. And he's just going to Terra Blast us into Oblivion. And that is the week 1 game with the Arkadian Avalanche. Super close. We only lost 0-2. And, you know, there were some crits involved, but that's how Pokemon is. Sometimes the RNG is on your side, and other times you lose. We've been on both sides before, so, you know, it is what it is. And it was a very fun game. Well played to Noah, the commish. And I'm looking forward to week 2. I think our next opponent is Hoop99, coach of the Mighty Moon Ducks, I think. So stay tuned for that. We will be back.